Yeah, what's good, YouTube? So I'm not gonna lie, I've spent like 30 minutes recording a video, and that was probably the worst fucking video I've ever recorded in my life. So we're running this shit back, and I actually have a clear, concise idea of what I want this video to be now this time. So let's run this shit back, and let's actually explain something. So I'm gonna get on a single chart just to make this a bit easier on the eyes for everybody here. We're gonna do this on NASDAQ. Good old futures on NASDAQ. All right. So, what I want to talk to you guys today about is going to be directional bias. Once again, not daily bias, but directional bias for intraday trading, because we know how to find the daily bias on a daily chart. You get on that shit and you look at that shit, and you're gonna be like, huh, is this shit going up or down? What's the institutional order flow looking like? Have we ran any of these lows? Oh, wait. Let me get to that in just a second. Hold on. Don't you wait. Okay, I'm sorry. So we know how to find daily bias. We went over draws on liquidity. We're not going over that shit again, honey. We're not doing that. So what I want to talk to you guys today specifically about is going to be our buy side and sell side liquidity. So to move higher in the markets, we gotta go lower. Keep that in mind, because I'm gonna show you what that means in a minute. And to go lower, we gotta go higher. Yeah. So, what is that on my window? Whatever. So, the sell side liquidity is going to be the lowest point where, liquidity lies. And that's gonna vary from chart to chart, opinion kind of thing. I would consider this more of a swing buy side. I would consider this here, for me personally, this is my buy side liquidity. That's me. I like this more as a swing. That's just me. You could go either or, I feel like. Because you're not going to jump the gun on your entry, are you? You're not going to do that. We're not doing that, honey. So, like I said, this is our buy side and sell side liquidity. And I can actually draw this out because I drew something out, and it may have been the worst motherfucking drawing I've ever drawn on a YouTube video and thought about posting. So, buy side, and let's just mark this one out as buy side too, because I feel like either or could be correct. I think one of these is just more of a swing, which is more of a draw on liquidity then, but whatever, because they both contain liquidity, because we know highs and lows contain liquidity. So most of the time when you're looking at these charts, you're gonna notice that, hey, there's a lot of fucking information in front of me, and it's a lot of random information. Let's narrow this shit down. We have buy side and sell side liquidity. We know that the market can't go lower until we go higher and take out these, but our buy side liquidity up here. And oftentimes what that's gonna look like is this. It's my brush, because I drew some. Where the fuck is the brush? Dude. You're fucking with me, right? Bruh. Where's the brush? Bro. You're actually kidding me. Okay. It's my brush. Alright. So, this is what the market usually looks like. You're gonna come up, and then you're gonna come up, maybe manipulate this high one more time, and then you're gonna go like, I'm running out of trackpad room. Okay, boom. Point is, okay. All right. This is another horrible fucking drawing. But the point is you usually run these highs, manipulate these highs, maybe take out an internal high. So that is going to be this high here. And then boom, you flush out and go lower. Boom, you left a fair value gap here, whatever. This can be your entry. You look at the inverse fair value gap too. That's an entry. I'll go over that in a different video though, because I almost covered the whole fucking entry model in one video and shit the fucking bed while doing so. So the point is, you can't go higher without going lower. I meant to go lower, you must go higher, and they go lower. I meant to go higher, you gotta go lower. Boom. Same just here. Let's just act like I didn't draw any of this fuck shit. Now, I think we do the same deal here. Now let's say, I don't know, Trump tweeted and we're fucking market crash, recession, boom, 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 boom. And he says, just kidding. So what we might do, despite him saying just kidding, is we're gonna go towards the sell side. Oh, wait. We're gonna come lower, 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 chop around, and break out to our buy side liquidity. This is what happens usually, and you have to have the proper sell side and buy side marked out. I believe personally either of those buy sides would work because they're both buy side liquidity. Now sell side, it's going to be more the same thing, and what you actually can do is honestly you can grab a fucking indicator. I like this liquidity channels one, and it literally tells you right where liquidity lies. It's literally just these little lines. They're usually these fat little channels that I don't fucking like because it takes up a lot of shit in the room and it makes it look pretty fucked up. So I like these little green lines. Oh, liquidity's here. You can look for this to get taken, for maybe a move lower or higher. That's the gist of it. Basically what happens with these sell side and buy side levels is buyers are trapped into going long. So here, see how it's like trapping them to go low, like to go long because they think it's a breakout, because a lot of people are retail traders and trade breakouts. It's punishing them by giving us a liquidity sweep, and those liquidity sweeps, what I talked about in the first video, is going to play a lot into this buy side, sell side liquidity thing we got going on here. So it traps those buyers into going long, and same deal here. It traps these sellers into going It traps these sellers into going short here, which is good for us because we want long. Because after sell side gets taken, you usually get a decent bounce. And I would say I could find a fucking example of it maybe here. Sell side liquidity here gets taken, and you get a damn nice bounce up towards the upside here. This shit works. This shit really does work. Let's see if I can find. This one I actually just missed it, but good one, please. It's gonna be hard for me to find a fucking good one on just instant fucking notice. So you're just gonna believe me here and that this shit does work. Yeah, you're just gonna fucking believe me on that. But that is the basis of that's step number one to understanding the model. Not my model, but it's a model that was created by someone, and that someone is a good ass trader. Yeah, but that's step number one. You gotta understand buy side and sell side liquidity before you can get anything in this market. So I'm gonna wrap this video up here, and we'll probably do another video tomorrow when I'm not fucking dying and wanting to go to bed. So we'll wrap this one up, but that's buy side and sell side liquidity. We know what liquidity is. We know where it lies. We know what the wicks do. We know what the candlesticks do. We know what a fair value gap does. We know how a market likes to act towards different PD arrays, order blocks we like to reject or respect. What else have we covered? We like equilibrium. We like to respect or reject. We like to rebalance the equilibrium. We like to do all that shit. So now that we know what we like to do, now we need to learn how to get into the trade. And we need to know how we gonna get into the trade, what the bias is for a trade. We need to know all that, and we gonna get into all that in a good video. So again, I'm wrapping this one up. I will catch you guys later, and yeah, I'll have another video like tomorrow or another day. Probably not tomorrow. I gotta finish up this last day of school, but you know, we we gonna get it, bro. We gonna get it. Hold on, let me go ahead and press the stop. Hold on, bro. Hold on.